afternoon, and welcome to the Employee Baltimore Show. I'm your host, Marvin McKinstry of the famed and acclaimed Employer Services Division in the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. I'm excited, as always, that we get to bring you the Employee Baltimore Show, where we have real live employers and community content. And today's show is going to be great. But before we get into any of that, I got to thank the greatest producer in the land. She just does it all from behind the scenes, booking, making the magic happen on and off the screen. We're talking about Miss Katanya Lester for all of the great work that she does to help us bring you the Employee Baltimore Show. Listen, y'all, if you're not a baseball fan, you need to tune in and chime in, click in. The Baltimore Summerbirds. I call one the Winterbirds and one the Summerbirds. The Baltimore Summerbirds, the Baltimore Orioles, second best record in the majors. They are proving everybody that last year wasn't a fluke. I got my orange and black. We looking for tickets. We're about to go down to the yard and make sure we support them. So check out the Baltimore Summerbirds. We got some announcements that we want to get to you before we bring you this great show that we got for you today. I need everybody to like, love, and share this broadcast. Make sure that you type in the names of folks that you need to be on here. If you got that nephew, cousin, uncle, aunt, somebody that is laying on your couch or in your basement, get them on here because we got real live job information. Sunday, June 18th is Father's Day. It's Men's Emphasis Month, y'all. Listen, we know how it go down. I said it last time. We done went and we made the jewelry store rich and everything in May. Y'all gonna go make the Fruit of the Loom and the Walmart and the deodorant store rich. For me, just give me a bottle of cologne or something. Make it at least worth my while. But celebrate the men in the month of June. Happy Father's Day is coming June 18th, Sunday, June 18th, 2023. Listen, y'all, we want to make sure that we are paying attention to fathers who may be incarcerated, children of fathers who may be incarcerated. Show a little love and compassion. Reach out to somebody that you know that's in that space, because it ain't going to be a happy Father's Day for everybody, but we can do our best to try to make sure that it is. Baltimore Pride, National Pride Month and Week is June 17th through the 25th. We're going to be talking about some good stuff here on the show today. But listen, y'all, let's be a loving community. Let's be a community that is proud to make sure that we are making everybody welcome in the community and making it okay for people to be who they are. Listen, Baltimore Pride is a big deal. It's going to be a lot of happenings going on. Keep checking the calendar to find out more. The Now Hiring Job Board is the most accurate and up-to-date job information in the area. Most accurate and up-to-date because it's fueled by our very talented business service representatives in the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. Listen, y'all, this is not like Monster.com where it could be a subscription and be up there 6 months even though the job was filled 3 months ago. This is up-to-the-minute information from people who are going to respond immediately when you apply. Please make sure you go to our website, and that is www.baltimorecity.gov/employment, and check out the Now Hiring Job Board. moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board. Forgive me. All right, y'all. And once you get that good job, we want to make sure that we take all the barriers out of the way. So if you need assistance with transportation, we have our Let's Ride to Work program. Now, you know that we have
I'm sorry. Thanks for everyone's patience. I think Marvin is having some technical difficulties. So I'll jump in. I'm Katanya Lester, the producer. And as they mentioned, we have this wonderful program called Let's Ride to Work that provides 40 free rides for any individuals that live in Baltimore City and obtain a job in Baltimore City. So if you need some assistance, if you don't have a vehicle, if you have a vehicle and it's not functioning right now and you get a job, please email nikki.reed@baltimorecity.gov to learn more information and to obtain the service for the Lyft ride. Also, we have a wonderful job fair coming up soon at the Baltimore Peninsula with the Roost Hotel Services. They are hiring for a variety of positions, and that's taking place on Tuesday, June 13th from 10 a.m. to, I think that says 3 p.m. And we look forward to having as many of you attend the event as possible. So if you have any additional questions, you can email andre.beckles@baltimorecity.gov or just show up for the events. And we look forward to servicing you there. Also, we have another wonderful job fair coming up on Wednesday, June 14th from 10 a.m. to noon at 100 West 23rd Street. And it's a variety of employers as well. And I believe Marvin is ready for to jump back in again.
I am back, man. Little technical difficulty, but I told y'all she's a superstar. She jumped right back in and got it going and kept it going for me. Listen, y'all, I'm excited about today's show. Thank you, Katanya, for jumping in and giving us all of the good information that we need. But we are ready to talk business, y'all. And I'm excited because we have two guests today that are going to be bringing us great information. And the first bit of information that we're going to be bringing you is from one of our employment partners who works diligently. I was actually at an event today where people were hired on the spot. And as I was talking to the young lady who we work with at the event, she told me that in one event last year, 90 something people were hired. And y'all, they're doing it again soon. I want to bring on the screen to talk to me from Allied Universal. Mr. Grant Johnson, one of our long-term partners. Mr. Johnson, thank you for being with us as always, man. We're excited to have you here to talk about these great opportunities. You were telling me in the interim that you had a lot of good jobs, but before we get into that, tell us a little bit about you and your role in Allied Universal.
Okay, so first of all, thank you, Marvin, for having me on, and I appreciate this opportunity to come in and serve the community, and I want to also thank Miss Lester and all the work that you guys are doing at Moet. It's a very important thing that you're doing, trying to employ the community. But as far as my background, I have a background in law enforcement. I was in law enforcement for probably about 20 years. Was a beat cop, and then I got into privatized security and contract security, and now I am a manager here at Johns Hopkins University for the campus security department. So I also serve as a hiring manager, and that's kind of where the crossroads kind of meet between myself and working with Moet, the mayor's office, and just trying to really I mean, it really sounds like it's cliche, but this really is God's work, getting people employed, serving the community that's underemployed. Um, it's important to me to be able to offer jobs that, can give people salaries and offer careers and things of that nature.
That's awesome, awesome work. And one of our success stories, who I had the opportunity to speak with earlier today, that was hired through one of our hiring events and working with you guys and loving it, is a brother Sunni Rahman. He loves
Ah,
his job over there at a university on the campus, and he talks about some of the great.
yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sunni, yes. We have so many wonderful teammates that we work with here, and he's just one of them. I actually have with me 100 people that work just on my side of the campus. And we interview so many people and try to just offer these opportunities. Um, you know, it requires very little education. But you can come in if you're willing to learn and be trained and really, get your foot in the door and get on, get on board and start a possible a career in this field of security. So, a lot of times, people say, well, why security? I don't really have that background and things of that nature, but it really is a great field to get into. And I see a lot of times my young people on the corner, and they're doing the squeegee, or sometimes they're just hanging out, and if they have a clean background and they're ready to work and they have a good attitude, we'd love to offer them an opportunity to get a position, and where they can start to make money for themselves and their family. And that's really what we're trying to do. I know probably in 2022, Baltimore's unemployment rate was 5.9%. So, Allied is one among many different security companies, but Allied is currently the largest contract security company in the country right now. That being said, there are so many opportunities, and all people have to do is just apply. If they're able to get online, use one of their devices, their phone, their laptop, their tablet, go on the aus.com/career section of our website, they can go on and apply for some of these opportunities and get working.
Grant, can you hear me?
I can hear
Okay,
you.
this technical difficulties I'm having.
I
I
hear.
switched over to another device. Thank everybody for your patience. And
No
apologize.
problem.
Presentation is normally way more
No
on point.
problem.
But Grant, we want to tell everybody how they can connect with the opportunities that you have available. We do have the website up. We know that you're at our Northwest Career Center regularly. Any other opportunities,
Yes.
the jobs that you have available?
The current job opportunity that I'm hiring for now is the campus patrol officer position. Okay, it's an entry level position. That's one of them. Basically, it's a foot patrol. They make sure that they provide, eyes and ears, for our public safety division here at John Hopkins. And their job is to observe and report. We do a really a good function in the community as far as you know Baltimore, keeping Baltimore safe and secure. That's what we do, and in this particular area, it's John Hopkins University. So we've been partnered with John Hopkins for several years now. We look forward to continuing that partnership. So the patrol officer position, that's one of our main positions that we have here. In addition to that, that one, and before I move on, that one starts at 17.75 an hour. And for an entry level security position, that's pretty good. That's pretty
That's really
good. It also, in addition to that, just having that position, we offer so many free certifications that one of our teammates can get when they sign on. They can learn and get certified in so many different aspects of security, and it's free. So now as far as the entry level one, that's the one that we have for people who don't have experience in security. However, we do also offer yeah, an opportunity to become part of our supervision. We have several supervision positions that are also open at the campus. We call them, lieutenants and captains and sergeants. We have all well, really two levels of supervision positions that we have available as well. So there are just a lot of opportunities. I mean, if I could jump up on and get on the rooftop and shout out and tell the people, please come down here and get a job. I mean, brother, maybe Marvin, I need to go out on the corner and start begging people, please get you one of these jobs.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I've been on the corners dragging people into work for a long time. So you can come on, we can go on out there together. Grant, is there any pre-employment drug screening or background checks? I know in security there normally is, because people
Right.
need to get their certifications.
Right. So this is one thing that is very important, and I try to really, when I get an opportunity to talk to the young people, for security, you really have to keep your record and your background clean. Okay, so that's one thing. We're not allowed to bypass that because that's regulated, as well as all of the other security companies. They're all regulated by the Maryland State Police, so
Yes.
they have to have a clean background. Okay, we can't do anything about that, and that goes for all security companies. Um, they have to be able to pass a drug screening as well. But as far as the qualifications, they're very minimal. Like I said before, the one thing they need to do is just come in ready to learn and have a good attitude. If you have those two things in this field, I mean, you really can, you can do some good things. So, I mean, like I said, the requirements for the position and the qualifications, they're really not that high. Um, and depending on if you do have some experience, you can get a position that um, is congruent, with the amount of experience that you have. If you have a little bit of experience, we have an entry level supervisor position. If you have more expensive experience, then you can, be something like a lieutenant, or something of that nature. So we have a lot of opportunities, for various experience levels, entry all the way up to people that have a lot of experience in security.
But there you guys see it on the screen. If you're interested in either of these positions, please contact Katanya.Lester at BaltimoreCity.gov or Keon.Chavez at BaltimoreCity.gov. Grant, it's always a pleasure to talk with you and to work with you guys. Thank you for being with us today, and continue to offer those great opportunities to the residents of the city of Baltimore.
Thank you, Marvin, once again for having me on, and also Katanya, who's behind the scenes. We always appreciate working with you guys, and it's fun. We love working with you guys, and I want to give you a shout out because you thanking me, but I want to thank you because you guys are really doing some good work trying to get people jobs. It's important. So thank you, brother.
Grant, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, y'all. Listen, y'all heard him. The man said he's at the point where he's ready to come out to the corner and tell people to come get these jobs. Don't let them have to come to you. Come to him. Go to Katanya.Lester at BaltimoreCity.gov, Keon.Chavez. Woo, too early in the day for that. At BaltimoreCity.gov. Make sure you send them your resume. Put in the subject box that you're interested in the positions with Allied Universal Security. You don't have to be pre-certified, but do be prepared to pass a criminal background check. Do be prepared to pass a drug screening because safety first. Y'all, we need $17.75 an hour to start at the entry level. Come on, man. Let's get to the bag. We the plug. We got to connect. Grant is on deck ready to make it happen. So, y'all, in our next segment, as we said earlier in the show, that Pride Month is coming, and we have somebody here with us today who's going to talk to us about the importance of this observation and recognition of Pride Month and some of the great activities and events that are going to be going on. I think we got some stuff queued up on the links. I want to invite to the show right now from JPride. Katanya, I'm on one device. I need help. Mr. Justin Fair, the chair of JPride Baltimore.
Hey Marvin, how are you?
I normally have everything sitting right here that I need to talk from and be talking,
I know how it is.
but I'm collapsed.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. Wanted to give a highlight about some cool programs coming up. So JPride Baltimore is a 501c3. We're here in Baltimore. We've been around since 2012. Just finally got our wings incorporated this year. We have we're a volunteer group, but about 15 people serve on our grants task force. And our goal is to distribute fundraised funds for LGBTQ programs across Jewish centers across the Baltimore area. So what that ends up meaning is we see that, we think all families should see that they are welcome and that they can be their true, authentic selves, whether that is spiritually or culturally, that they should feel safe and welcome. And so our goal as a group is to distribute funds and fundraise so that way we can see queer programs for queer people in our city.
That's a very interesting combination. But talk to us a little bit about what necessitated that specifically around the J and the JPride, so that our audience would know a lot about the passion that it took to get these initiatives and to seek this level of funding to full progress.
So JPride, the J stands for Jewish in JPride. Back in 2012, the organization was started by its founder, Mindy Dinkler. Mindy Dinkler was she moved to Israel since, but she was a mom in the Baltimore area whose son was coming out as LGBTQ, and she didn't feel like there were any resources for her. She didn't know who to reach out to. She belonged to a community that was really orthodox, really foreign to queer programming. And she said, well, surely there's got to be stuff out there. And she basically, since 2012, has been developing this organization of passionate parents, teachers, students, neighbors. And together, it's been a matter of trying to both get community centers and synagogues comfortable, but also to show that the Jewish community is more than just the religious centers. We were all throughout the city. Our families have been here all throughout time. We're Baltimoreans at the heart of things. So how do we share those Jewish values across the city and across the area?
That's amazing. Talk to us a little bit, because you said you had, and I saw that you dropped a couple of links in the chat for some actual events that are going to be coming up. Because we know, I think that we have to be beyond language like tolerance to a point to where we understand that we're one very diverse community, and being one very diverse community in a lot of cases, especially in religious spaces, requires education. So talk to us about the opportunities and information that you brought with you today about some of the programming that's going to be going on.
Sure. So our first grantee that we're really excited to share with you today is the Queer Jewish Arts Festival. The festival itself is organized by the Gordon Center at the Jewish Community Center out. This location is in Owings Mills, but there's also a JCC over in Park Heights. The Queer Jewish Arts Festival, I'm very excited to share tonight, is the first show as part of the festival. It's a stoop story over at the Creative Alliance at 7:30. It's called Glitter, Gefilte, Guilt, and Guts. That's stories of people who are Jewish, queer, and here. I love the term. I myself am going to be talking. So come on by at 7:30. And I do have promo codes if anybody wants to come and is free at 7:30 tonight. I'll also share with you that on June 22nd, at the Gordon Center out in Owings Mills, there's a comedian and a named Judy Gold who is coming. She's quite popular and quite funny, and there's a bit of a happy hour involved. I also want to share with you another event that I'm affiliated with on June 17th. That's the Saturday just before the pre-Pride week. Called Union Collective Pride. That is Union Collective is over by Hampton, right off I-83, and it is a fundraiser celebration for Unmatched Athlete, which is a LGBTQ youth sports organization, And the day includes a stoop story in the evening. First, a climbing day for kids ages 5 to 18, free. And then after that stoop story, we are going to be doing a drag show with this year's drag royalty, as well as last year's. So it's not specifically Jewish, but it is very queer. And we want lots of folks to come out and, if they can, participate in a raffle. And I'm very excited to share that word because we're just so excited to show that our community is intersectional.
Well, Justin, we want to really thank you for being with us today and bringing all that great, valuable information. How can somebody connect with you in all of these events? I know we had some links and stuff that was up, but tell people how they might be able to connect with you and your organization specifically.
Yeah, so JPrideBaltimore.org is our website. We're also on the socials at JPride Baltimore. And most importantly, you can call me up. Just go to the website, go down, click the phone, give me a call.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Justin, for being with us today. Y'all, listen, there's a lot going to be happening in the month of June around Pride celebrations and that sort of thing. The thing that we pray for above and beyond everything else is peace and love. All right. We got to lovingly agree and disagree where we need to. So let's make sure that we are making it safe. We are making it fun and allowing people to express themselves however they need to. I want to thank everybody for being with us today. Thank you, Justin, for all the great information that you shared. Thank you, my main man, Mr. Grant Johnson from Allied Universal, for being with us. As always, man, we have been partnering for a long time, bringing opportunities to a lot of people, and that partnership is not going to diminish, not one bit. It's going to continue. It's going to carry on. We're going to keep on keeping on, as they said in the old church, making sure that people get connected. Lots of stuff. So the show happened today for filling in with the technical difficulties. As I always say, if you're looking for an opportunity, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is looking for you with a focus on economic justice. We are determined to continue to build a workforce system that really works. Thank you for being with us today.